3,
Yep.
2, 1.
We're live?
We're live.
All right. End of the week. Thank God. Jesus Christ. I don't see the up on. I didn't see up, Justin. I don't see the tweet up.
I just hit it.
There it is. Yeah, you just hit it. You didn't quit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying, Justin?
I do know what you're saying. Have sex with a girl and then never talk to her
That's
again.
not what it's not what that's how you look at it. That's not what I mean. Jesus, I was talking about hitting the bottle and going to a life of sobriety. How you think, Justin? Jesus, you're perverted. Oh, we have much to cover from this college basketball game last night. But I walked in, I saw Justin's dream. Those
Jesus!
dancers were. They're
Second
shaking.
we walked in, you were like, Justin wishes he was here right now.
Yes, that's true. That is true. What a night. What a day. What a night. I saw Menners for a moment complaining that we talked too much free throw shooting the first two shows. Yesterday's show was, I think, 3.5 hours. Is that right?
Yep.
How long was it?
3 hours, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon. Not that's wrong. 3 hours and 5 minutes. We did do some with Stephen Shea. And then the first show was literally after I walked in from the free throw shooting after being up 30 hours. I don't know.
Half asleep.
I mean, we could definitely talk about what a kick-ass job Joe is doing for 2 hours, but I felt like that wasn't
Not
particularly
enough about the
compelling.
network.
The network, I am considering just ending. Just so you guys know, that may just end.
So then Coleman has to quit.
Yeah, exactly. Menners doesn't get his shit together. So that's a different story for a different day. So we went to the UConn DePaul game last night. We'll start there in downtown Chicago somewhere. I don't know. Jeff's back, of course, today for his final day, producing for this week. I presume he'll be back producing in April. I won't say where and when.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
How's your voice?
The tail end of being sick is the worst because it's just you.
You actually look better.
That's
You look
good.
more
That's
like,
good.
you know.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
It's just I have no voice.
Yeah, it actually sounds better than it did last night.
Good. Yeah, I was. Oof.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit, we're in trouble.
The combination of me not being able to hear anything ever.
Right, and then your ears being clogged up.
Terrible.
Not good. So we have dinner last night before the game with Spider, who was great. Love Spider. The three of us go to this pizza place, and everyone's like, this pizza place is great. Like, it's, I don't want to make it, there's more praise that we'll criticize later, but this pizza place is great. It's like, Oprah says, like the best pizza in Chicago.
Yeah, right on the menu. Oprah's the Oprah show, which calling it the Oprah show seems a little.
Is that Oprah her old show or that like her world?
Has to be.
Okay. So
It's from Lou Malnati. It's like the guy.
right. Can you guys hear Jeff okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't. My ears are clogged up too, I think. So we get there. Places. First of all, I'm like, this is the number one team in the country, UConn, playing basketball in downtown Chicago. I know DePaul stinks, but I'm thinking, I walked from the hotel. I was like, I don't want to deal with like traffic and there's fucking nobody in downtown, like around this arena. Nobody. The pizza place, I think I got there like 2 minutes before you guys. Half full, maybe, and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is bizarre." I'm like, "Is the
Made a
game
reservation like a dummy.
Yeah, well, it was the right idea. 6:30. I was like, "Was the game at 7? Did we fuck up?" So I was like, "Is this a time issue?" So we sit down. Justin, you're a garlic bread guy, right?
I do like garlic bread.
Okay, what will your number one criticism of garlic bread be?
If it's too hard.
No, okay.
Well,
Do you like it mushy
Love
and
last night.
like soggy?
I prefer like it to be like the butter to be like fresh and it not like dried out.
Okay, well, this was buttered and super soggy and way undercooked.
Oh no.
It was the ones where you had to fold it together.
Ah.
So you get the two sides, you know what I mean? Like, and then you just got a mushy butter in the middle. So I'm like, okay, not great, fine. Coke machine, not great.
No.
We the three of us had a long. Just give you an idea how interesting this conversation was. We had a long discussion on the quality of fountains, soda fountains, which I'm passionate about. So not great. And then the pizza comes rolling in, and like, I'm gonna say Dave would give that if he was the old Dave, like who wasn't afraid to give scores to bad pizza places. 5.2.
That was
That's
4.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like like perfectly. If you're on the road somewhere, you stop and we got.
I actually
pizza.
wonder if he has reviewed this place. Let me look it up.
Okay, maybe he has.
There's a chance.
It's totally average. Not bad, but totally, completely average.
Caked mine in red pepper to give it some.
Yeah, you were fire up red pepper on that. And Spider had like a piece. I could tell he was disgusted. Conversation was it killed the mood. So we went there. We go across the street to this DePaul place, which this building was it filled up a little bit for the game. We got there like 5 minutes before the game, right? 8 minutes before the game. Mm-hmm. 2 takeaways. 1, the place was totally empty. 2,
7-3.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What a disgrace. What an idiot. Number 1, the place was basically empty. Number 2, of the people who were there, I think every single person there went up to me and said, "Congratulations on your free throw shooting." I was the star of this place last night.
You were welcomed like it was like a hero's welcome.
It was unbelievable. It was wild. People were like coming up to me, the security guards, everyone. They were like, "Great job." It was like unbelievable. "Hey, Mr. Free Throw. Hey, Kirk, you're the fucking man." I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was crazy.
You know, in like a movie, like a dream sequence, or someone thinks they achieved something and then they show up in public. That's
Right.
literally what happened to you. Or unbelievable.
Yeah,
Mr. Minihane.
People were screaming. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what the fuck? I've never been praised so much for doing so little. I'm like, well, yep. I was like, yeah, one at a time, which means, I don't know what the fuck it means. I kept saying that to people. Yep, one at a time. Walking that. Yep, yeah, hey, just one at a time, right, man? Like, I'm not shooting 5 free throws at a time, obviously. So I swear to God, there's a 2% chance in my mind. I was like, they're going to put something up on the scoreboard. I'm going to go and shoot. Which I would have fucking missed.
Would not have put it. They were, it was bad when the exciting fan cam was showing the away team fans at one point. That's never.
It's not good when the fan cam is showing the away fans just looking at their phones.
Yes.
It was a depressing. It's great for Jeff and Spider because there's just an absolute shit kicking the entire game, but there was just no. I didn't see any students there.
3 guys. There's 3 guys. One was dressed as
like a young
sailor
Coleman
character from Stranger Things.
Right. Yep. That's right. The guy at the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the food court or whatever. Right. Yes. It was a depressing. UConn was up 15-6, and then won by 40. Like, it was just never a game ever. I mean, it was fun. It was good to watch a great team. Like, we were obviously on the very first row. It was crazy to watch it, floor level. It was fun. Like, I had a great time. It was good vibes.
That's a sad fucking program, though.
Oh my God.
Oof. Oh. No, zero hope.
Right. And I mean, even there's some alumni who came up to us at the end of the game, were talking to us, and they were trying. I'm like, no, you guys, there's no chance. Like, this thing is dead.
I saw a tweet came across my timeline that was like, "It will get better. Trust me." I don't know.
I mean, maybe they'll get like a blue chip guy in Chicago, but if not, I assume their coach will be fired. I don't even know who the coach is. Do you?
He got fired already. That was
Oh, that was the interim coach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. So, before we get to the main event, really, there was this guy. So we're in the very front row. There was a guy dead middle front row who was like the DePaul super fan, but he was like the worst super fan ever. He was just some guy like my age, in like a blue shirt, super skinny, but so into it and just sprinting around. He constantly was getting waters. They were now 40 points. A guy would hit a layup for DePaul, be fucking freaking out. He just gave it everything he had. At the end of the game, he left. He was hugging people. You could tell he was like, well, next time will be different.
He's the guy.
Crying. Yeah, the guy. We were trying to figure out who he was.
I looked all night. I looked.
You were asking the guy at the end of the game, right?
Yeah,
he didn't know.
There was a guy who was a fan of us, and he's a DePaul. He wasn't sure what I was talking about, but I looked all night to figure out who this guy was.
There were a ton of fans of us. Not of us. Me, I'm saying there were a shitload.
Yeah.
So which was nice. Everyone was super nice. It was very nice. But so the end of the game. Rico's had a tough week. I don't want to do this.
Oh no.
I'll just say this. The head coach of the number 1 team in the country is a Minihane.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say.
And quite possibly the assistant coach, who's the son of an incredibly famous comedic actor.
Yeah.
Big hello from him.
Correct. And the son of, the coach is a huge Barstool fan. Yeah. But didn't mention Rico. He mentioned Spider. He's a big Spider fan. Mm-hmm. Probably a big Dustin fan.
Yep.
I mean, Dan Hurley wants to get in the Minihane business. You could just tell.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a podcast? I saw Jack Mack tweet that. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yep, he did.
I don't know if it sounds like he's talking to people, because I will say, don't count that out. Yeah. Don't count that out, Coleman.
You're a hoops guy.
Sponsored by Skechers.
Great.
I'm always a hoops guy.
Fantastic bounce pass to the ref at one.
Oh, that was the other part of the game. That's true. Ball went rolling. The cheerleaders, I guess, are instructed not to touch the ball.
Yeah.
Ball went to me. Got it. Perfect You can see it if you're watching a perfect chest pass. Thumbs out at the end.
Nice.
Even the referee was like, "That's a good chest.
Pretty blown away.
That's a good pass." Yeah.
Had that
Yeah.
snap.
Should have
Yep.
subbed you
I
in.
thought about doing the fake and the quick, but I went with the fundamentals. These UConn kids are good players, but I'm not seeing a lot of fundamentals. I will say this about UConn: they remind me a lot of with way more talent, of the UMass teams when Calipari had them and they were great, and they would blow teams out and they still play like fucking lunatics and they were up 35 points, like play defense like every possession, like they were down. The point was
A little surprised that a lot of those guys were still in there. They were just.
But I think that's a
harassing
mentality,
them.
and I mean I don't want to talk for a coach. Obviously, you'll hear it on the podcast. Coach and Kirk, free throw. I mean, again, who knows, right? I don't know. The third Hurley brother. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Who knows? I'm not. You guys are better with names than me. Somebody spitball it for me.
Unnamed basketball podcast.
Shut up. I would say, like, hey, like receding hairlines. I'm just trying things out here. Two guys, we're both intense guys. What was I saying before Coleman ruined it? Oh, the way they play. I mean, it's crazy impressive. And now, after hanging out with those guys, I've never had a college basketball BC a little bit when I was a kid. I'm a Husky now.
Okay.
So they number one Husky in the Minifan world.
If they make
Universe.
if they make it to the Final Four in Phoenix, is that the weekend of the live show?
I don't think it's
no,
Final
the
Four.
Final
no.
Four is not.
When's that? The next week?
Let's see.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought that was Sweet
If
16.
they make the Elite Eight, we might have to cancel the live show.
Okay.
Final
Four
Four,
is
yeah,
the
next
great
week.
baby.
The
That's
next
true.
week.
Well, yeah, we'll fucking fine Riggs after yesterday. That idiot. I texted him yesterday. I'm like, yeah, good job. He's like, yeah, he's like, that's classic us. I'm like, why can't we just do a show for a half hour?
You
People
too.
are dying for picks and stuff. What's that?
I said you too. Just,
Yeah, first week with DraftKings. Riggs is out there probably, he's playing golf with Nelly Corda. I'm trying to figure this out.
it was a long coffee line. It
What's that?
was a long coffee line.
All right, take it easy there. Wisecracks. Riggs is a good man. He's putting money in this company. He's paying for your salary, you idiot. You should apologize.
I am very apologetic to Riggs.
Thank you. He's a talented guy. But this is all under. Let's get to them. Let's just stop fucking around.
Yep.
Here. Like, okay, fine. I'm best friends with the number one coach in the country. Whatever. You had everyone's recognizing you, saying the Dozen's great. Spider's a star with the Hurley kid, Bill Murray's kid, the crazy blue shirt guy. Everyone's recognizing me. Had a good time. Front row seats all over the place. Top broadcasting team in the country doing the game. Crazy scene.
I found out it was Dan DiCaro, former.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
So was it that was a CBS
college
Sports
legend.
game, I think?
Yeah, CBS Sports Net.
Because we had the sideline reporter sitting next to us for a minute or two. I just saw CBS Sports
Yeah.
Line, and then her, I'm sure she was very helpful during the broadcast. She probably said, I talked to Coach, and he said we would need to limit turnovers in the second half. Back to you, Dan. So not all we heard about, but the number one reason I was excited this game was this pretzel.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You guys remember this pretzel conversation?
Oh yes.
So we're at the bottom. So the way we were sitting at the game was we were on the floor, front row, sort of. If you're, if you're, we're at the far right. If we're looking straight ahead, you know what I'm saying? Like we're on the far right of the front row, but the nice seats, awesome. So you could, at one point, Jeff turns to me. He's like, "Look, I can see it," and he pointed up, and like way up to our left, was a shining red light with there's clearly the pretzels. And Spider, like at the first time out, I think was like, "Hey, you guys want to get the pretzels now?" We said, "Let's wait. Let's make it count. Let's wait till halftime." Usually at these games, you're worried about halftime. Like, oh, you deal with the fucking line. Like, there's going to be no worry at this game. None. So we see it. We go up the stairs, stop to talk to a couple people. They're all very nice. Take a few pictures, whatever. We make our way all the way around the building. And finally, there it is, the pretzels. Bavarian pretzels, right?
Yep.
Now, keep in mind, Big T had these pretzels. So these are the best pretzels he's ever had.
At the Barstool Invitational we did
Right.
at that arena.
I'm
in
sure he had
November.
multiple. If he liked it that much, who wouldn't? And then he came back to watch his shitty team play, just to eat the pretzel. Pay tickets just for the pretzel.
Yeah.
Okay. So we make our way around. There is, when I say no one in line for the pretzels, there was nobody in line for the pretzels. So you have two options. And I see them, and I think Jeff will agree, they looked fantastic.
Buttery.
They looked like a commercial. Like it would be a
Shiny.
commercial for pretzels.
Perfect.
Like we look like we should be doing a commercial for pretzels at this point.
Yep.
Where- yeah,
Salt ratio was
perfect.
perfect.
No salt option. And I thought the same. You said what I was thinking. It was like you were reading my mind. You said, that is the perfect amount of salt on these pretzels. And it was. It was like little sprinkled perfectly. In Spider, I paid for dinner. No surprise there. Jeff, amazing.
Fucked. This is fucked.
Jeff's like, I gotta get to the game early. I can't miss the warm-ups. I'm like, miss the warm-ups? What are you talking about? He's gone. Just gone. Took 2 slices of pizza would have been left. So Spider goes with the no salt option, which is interesting, I think. And I go with, and you and I go salt.
Yep.
So we go our way through, and you're like, should we video this? And I'm like, let's just talk about tomorrow on the show. And they're in the great little like paper, like it was everything. It was set up for success. I took the first bite, and right away, I knew not only was it a bad pretzel.
Oh no.
It was maybe the worst pretzel I've ever had in my life.
Oh no.
You're kidding me.
So I'm thinking maybe I'm not. I don't want to influence everybody else. So I just kind of make a face, but whatever. And what it was it was just super dry. And then Jeff took a bite next. You were next, right?
Just crumbly.
Yeah. I mean, a disaster. Like legitimately a 0 out of. If we're being fair, I think we were saying 2 last night. Given by expectations,
Max
0.
2. Max.
By expectations, though, legitimately 0. Like a negative.
We were laughing hysterically.
I was crying because I was like, "This is the worst." I was thinking of Big T, this big grump, this whiny little. This guy was always pouting, waddling his way to this arena just for this pretzel, sitting there in like the 200s with no one there, with one of these pretzels, watching this terrible basketball team play fucking, IUPUI in the game, and then despite the same reaction, neither one of us, the 3 of us combined, did not eat one entire pretzel.
No,
we dumped them. Like we did the dump. We dumped.
We tried the middle. We tried.
The middle's the best part usually. It's like it was awful.
Dry as a and I know it's not like chicken or it's juicy, but like you expect like a soft, maybe like buttery,
yes,
dry as a fucking bone.
It was like if we grabbed one and just had it overnight, ate it today, it would taste exactly the same.
Yeah,
it tasted like you left a pretzel around for 2 days. I couldn't believe it. I would love to. What time is Big T usually? I wasn't here yesterday. What time is usually getting in?
Probably towards the tail end of the show. I'll check.
I don't even know his defense.
It was the worst pretzel I've ever had in my life. Worst soft pretzel. Not even a question.
No, you name me a soft pretzel. The soft pretzels my mom used to buy for us at the supermarket, and then you just put them in the oven, or we put them in the
super pretzel. One,
super pretzel.
Right? Yeah,
50 times better.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying frozen. They're probably better. Before you put them in, I couldn't fucking. And I think a big reason for it though also was like how good it looked when we were walking up there. It was like shining. It was like
I sent Justin the picture.
They look so good.
Does it look good?
Amazing.
They look so good. I'm shocked right now.
I was devastated. I mean, it was also better than it was bad.
Definitely.
Like it was a really good pretzel. We'd be like, that was a good pretzel.
We were, and there's the 3 of us, a foot from the cart, hysterically laughing.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
All I thought it was Big T just eating that pretzel like happily, just like putting like you ever had a fucking pretzel in your life?
Was it?
What's that?
Was it more disappointing than the pizza overall, just because of the hype behind
way
it?
more.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't. The pizza was perfectly fine.
Eddie even did warn us. Eddie said
That's
the
true.
thin crust just okay.
That's true.
And then the Oprah quote, I was like, oh.
I'm not a deep dish pizza guy. It's just not for me. So I think we all wanted to go thin crust, right?
Yeah, we did.
And there was no expectation. Like if somebody tells me it's a pretty good pizza place, fine. If somebody tells me, because I'm a soft pretzel connoisseur, if somebody tells me it's the best soft pretzel they've ever had, and it's a guy who looks like Big T who's never happy about anything, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a fucking historically great pretzel, like the pretzel to measure against all pretzels.
Paid money and sat through the worst basketball team
In the country.
in major college basketball.
Like paid admission for the pretzel. Like paid like $25 for a pretzel.
I'm
I
thinking
get it.
Super pretzels frozen are leagues better.
Not even close. And also, I mean, the other option, you're also having a Pepsi with that. If you go with that, we got the water, but that was a terrible combination.
Yeah.
Like a Pepsi with it's disastrous. Not like Pepsi, it was a disaster.
It's like it just again crumbled apart. Not soft.
No,
Dry
was
as can
disgusting.
be.
I slammed the pretzel in the trash. I was so angry. but also happy that it was bad. Like I was, at least it wasn't like a 7 out of 10 where you're like, oh, like it wasn't as good as you said it was, but it was good.
Yeah.
No, I can't sell enough how bad this pretzel was. And some guy came up, guys were coming, he's like, hey, you want me to get you this pretzel? The guy was, I'm like, holy shit, this is like a real thing. Are we alone in the world? Was it a bad night for the, I mean, I don't even know.
The worst concession purchase maybe ever in my life as a sports fan.
Well, you didn't buy it.
True. All right.
I mean, you didn't. True or false?
I did not buy it.
You're very nice. You bought the tickets. That's very.
All right, there you go. Okay, you said it. I was going to say.
No, it's very kind of you. I'm just saying, but I mean, you know, you have a weird aversion to buying food for people, but you're very generous in other ways. It's a weird affliction. I don't know. It's like an illness. I don't know what it is.
You and I going back and forth like the old guys in the Muppets. Spider having no idea why we were talking about the bill so much.
You didn't even care. Yeah. Then you said to me how much. So so Jeff was very nice to pay for tickets. He's here this week, which is like that's why Jeff's one of the great. He's the best Minute fan, the best producer, the best guy. Let me ask you, Justin. You think this is weird or not? So I said I'm gonna buy dinner, totally because Jeff bought the tickets way more than dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I get it. It's a pizza. It's a couple of Cokes and garlic bread. And I'm getting ready to pay, and Jeff's like, let me ask you something. He's like, how much did it cost? Think that was a weird move or not?
I was going to say the story here, though.
Justin, go ahead.
You can't. It's just like, it's one of those things. Like if you're asking it, you care. You want to make a point.
He's kind of wants to say, well, you know, the tickets were more than that.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Yeah, but he wants to say.
I was comfortable knowing that the courtside seats were more expensive than the pizza. I just wanted to know for the sake of the discussion.
Surprised that courtside seats of that game weren't like $5 each. That was a shocker.
I got ripped off.
Yeah, no shit. We could have just walked. We probably just could have walked in there last night. Got to like the third row.
They did not check our tickets when we came back down. Granted, the woman letting us up had seen about 4 faces that night. So.
That's true. And she knew Spider, right?
Yeah, Spider. She remembered Spider ran the pizza during the timeouts
During the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually, I wouldn't call it. It's one of these 2024 new arenas that have no personality. But it's like a nice, clean, brand new arena. Like, I don't know. What do you think? It's 8,000 people?
Yeah, probably about 8,000.
What would you say? Look it up, Coleman or Justin. Do you have the attendance for that game last night? It's probably bullshit. The numbers are always inflated. What would you say was it filled up a little bit in like the lowers?
30? Bad with this type of thing. It was
2,600.
I'm seeing 3,400.
Okay, yeah, that feels. That might have been a ticket spot. That does not feel. I don't like one of every. More than every 3. I mean, the entire 200s were. There was 4 people in the 200s.
The immediate section behind the scorers table. You counted 15 people at tip.
Yeah. Although it did. That side was empty. Our side was actually pretty full in the lowers.
Yeah,
and that was it. I mean, we had that crazy student body. We had the band. We had the cheerleaders. We kind of were playing a game of like who would we home and be at DePaul in that era.
You spotted it right away.
Yeah, there was definitely somebody. Well, Coleman could either be, I think, at that point, a guy in the band.
Oh no, I'm not a band guy. Come on,
male cheerleader,
brother. Except that might be worse.
Well, honestly, I think male cheerleader might be better than band.
I could see he was a male cheerleader. PA guy, we thought.
Oh hell yeah,
like,
I would do a little PA.
I mean, like I'm not PA
in-arena
guy.
host.
Yeah, the in-arena host, the guy who was like, "Hey, how much fun are we having tonight?" And literally, he was like next to us. He was saying, he's like, "All right now we're gonna play ourselves a game. Are you gonna make some noise, DePaul?" And then it was like, yeah, it was so.
One of the games
depressing.
was guessing cheese based on picture.
Yeah, it's different kinds of cheese. The crowd was like so. I could say this. It obviously was heavily UConn crowd, but even the UConn crowd was like, it was such a blowout that it was sort of just whatever. That might have been the most dead crowd I've ever seen.
Yeah,
like everyone was just kind of like, all right, here comes a shit kicking. Yep, there was no like a game like that if DePaul kept it within like 8 points or whatever, 6 points. I think that it would build a little bit, like there'd be some noise. But this game never had that moment. Like it was like 14-6, and then it was just never a game. Like once I got in the double digits, it was never single digits. And 2 minutes in, I was like, because DePaul could knock it inside, and UConn could do whatever they wanted. I was like, this is going to be games to be over in 3 minutes, and it was.
UConn covered, right? I thought I
yes.
saw the arena holds.
Yeah, we had a father and son next to us.
And my son,
younger
6.
than Harry. Yeah, he was like 7 or 8 years old. And the dad was saying to the son, "What were you saying? Spider was telling you?"
I heard all night. You hear him go, wish I could have bet the spread on this game. and then at one point turns to the kid, they're covering by 10 right now. Kid had no reaction. She's like, the fuck are you talking about?
Depressing. Jesus. So what were you saying, Coleman?
No, I just said the spread. I think Justin said
The arena holds 10,300 people.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's
So
good
is
size.
that 30%
Yeah, so then I'm going to
capacity?
say 3 was,
That's probably right.
yeah, probably around where it was. Maybe
High
a little
twos,
less.
low threes. Yeah. What was your other Coleman? Do you have any Coleman jobs there last night or no?
No, you quickly pointed out, it was not even male. I think it was male dancer.
Ah,
The guy doing the flips and stuff?
Yeah, he was doing flips.
Yeah, I could see Coleman doing that. Not anymore, but
no,
yeah.
no shot. I'm not I don't have it like that.
No.
I could see him being the pep band drum kick guy.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Oh, that's tough.
Definitely. No, by the way, Justin, no slushies were being sold last night. No,
It's a shame. No snow cones or cotton candy. It's a
No, we
shame.
could have used that. I'll tell you that. It
It's a damn shame.
Fucking pretzels. Yeah.
God, it was so bad.
So bad. Tragic.
I do wonder if did he eat it with dip? Did he put like cheese and mustard?
It's still
on
dry
it?
though. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. The quality of the pretzel is not.
Do you think it's because you guys got it at halftime and maybe they dried out for a while?
I mean, it's halftime.
That if that's so, they need to figure out a new recipe or something.
That's 40 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. I was nauseated. Maybe could be. I don't know. But yeah, it was actually a pretty entertaining night. Then the UConn guys. I'll say Hurley was the coach. Was great after the game. He's like taking pictures with everybody. It's a different world. I mean,
Yeah.
very friendly guy. So and a friend. So yeah, overall an interesting night at the game, but fun. But yeah, the big takeaway was the pretzels. And if Big T comes in, we'll ask him because I want to hear his defense. He's not going to be. He will not have any laughs about it, which will
No.
be funny, but he'll have no laughs about it. None.
Yeah, he will not find it humorous.
Is that a band that is served like at a Midwest supermarket?
Bavarian?
Yeah, like is that just a? I've seen it before. I just
Look it up.
don't.
It's a good question.
Yeah. What's going on with you guys?
We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, great. Go ahead.
Did you see there's a new suit in the Chicago area?
Well, I don't know if this is real or not. So I saw that. Is this actually real? It's not good for you.
It appears real. From what I can see.
Oh, sorry.
I just handed it to him. Assuming it's the same one that we're talking about.
Yeah.
right?
Here it is. I was going to sue Jeff D. Lowe for that freaking dinner check last night. Jesus Christ. God, he's going to pull a hamstring getting out of there.
You may never pay again. at
He didn't
this
seem
point.
so. He seemed so sick at that point. Spring out of there.
This is tough.
Even the waitress is like, "Short arms Lowe is here." She's like, "I know I'm in trouble." You Jewy, so she's not suing you though, Justin.
No, she's suing her employer. She's suing
Where she currently works.
GO Media, Gawker Onion Media.
That's her job. That's where she works right now, right?
Yes, it would be. This is like if you were suing Dave Portnoy.
I've considered that. By about 11 o'clock today, our central time, I made that. Plaintiff DiCaro, by and through her attorneys. Julie, first of all, Julie, do you have any comments on this?
I don't know if I have much, Julie.
You don't have any Julie DiCaro sound, Justin?
Oh wait, I got some. Hang on.
A, not today. B, that's still sports. C, no.
Okay. By and through her attorneys, makes the following complaint alleging violations of Title VII, is that?
Yes.
My glasses. My problem is with these, I can't put my glasses on when I have my headphones on. It's annoying. Title VII, the Equal Pay Act, the Illinois Human Rights Act, and in support of those allegations, states as follows. So so what is her?
So her,
she-
her main thing is that she's been working at Deadspin. She was hired as an editor at Deadspin, and then sometime early last year, the editor in chief was let go.
Problem is-
Sorry about that.
Problem is what?
No, nothing.
The editor in chief of Deadspin was let go. They told her, "Hey, we're going to be finding a new editor in chief. In the meantime, you're going to be doing the duties of it." They hired a new editor in chief. She never received. She was told that she would be paid as editor in chief when she was doing editor in chief duties. She was not, and then she filed a lawsuit stating that because they did not pay her because she is a woman, which is a protected class in America.
Life has got to be what a pain in the ass. Meanwhile, they have no money. I'm about to lose everything they have in this.
Well, my biggest takeaway in it is that apparently the editor in chief of Deadspin makes $160,000 to $180,000 a year, which is fucking insane.
Holy shit. Jesus. So she was not making that.
Apparently, it doesn't state what she was making in it, but apparently it was less than that, and they told her, "Hey, we'll pay you this." And then, obviously, they in the
She
lawsuit
suffered damages due to the unlawful discrimination, including but not limited to lost pay and emotional distress. She wants back pay, compensatory damages, punitive damages, reasonable attorney's fees and costs, tax offset, and interest awards, and all the relief deemed necessary and reasonable. Why didn't they just sue you and us for this? I mean, if she's going to sue something, why don't you just go for it with us? It's way more money with Portnoy.
I think because she kind of will have the backing of her colleagues will back her in this.
They will?
Yes, I feel like it's
And I was like, seriously?
and
Yeah. Is Terry Blanchard and Lisa Clay her attorneys? Are either one of those ones we talked to, or you don't remember?
I don't remember. I was trying to figure that out last night.
When Justin read her book in total,
Yeah.
she wanted to sue us, so we called her attorney, and it's one of those attorneys where we called the attorney's office, and the attorney herself picked up the phone on the first ring and started talking to us. So I don't know what kind of operation we're talking about here, but I wonder how much he is asking for.
It's probably some crazy amount, like $300,000.
I think probably more than that if she's going to sue them. Jesus. Well, I mean, this is a professional victim. Like, I have no... She hurts people who are actually victims of shit like this by doing this. That's what I would say. Like, she's such a phony. She's such an... I mean, they should just fire her. Like, I don't even know why she still has a job. She stinks at her job anyway. I know she's a horrible person. She's a wretched human being. I don't know why they wouldn't just say, get the fuck out of here.
Well, in the statement, they're like, yeah, the company wasn't doing so great, so they went on a hiring freeze.
Of course.
So, like, and it's been, like, very well known that, like, Deadspin and, like, all those groups that, Geo Media has been, like, losing millions and millions of dollars. So
I said this kid with the Chiefs.
the
Karan Phillips story where he said the kid was in blackface and he wasn't.
Yeah.
They're gonna get killed in that lawsuit. They're gonna lose everything. And Julia DiCaro is worried about being. Just be happy you have a job, because she'll never. She's again, professional victim. Where she's gonna wind up ultimately is she'll be a professor somewhere. That is where everybody like this winds up. Professor at some
probably DePaul.
Probably at DePaul or one of these
Probably their
schools.
fucking head coach.
She should be. Gymnastics coach, the famous gymnast.
Do you think she's trying to pile on because of that other defamation case, and she's just like, oh, this might be a good time
Don't step in the
to...
way of a joke of mine, okay? She was a gymnast as a kid, Julie DiCaro. She's claimed she was a gymnast. I call her Mary Lou Wretched. Go ahead, Coleman.
Do you think she's piling on right now because of that other case? Like,
Well, the problem is if she was editor in chief or whatever, and this thing went out,
But Coleman, they're gonna lose all their money though. It doesn't help her to pile on. Like, they're not gonna be like, hey, we award a bunch of money for this kid who got. Let's throw some more money to Julie DiCaro. Like, it doesn't work that way.
yeah, but I'm thinking more so in the lens that if there's more national media being put on that case, could hers kind of
But I don't like
just be
some
worked in
juror,
like that?
and you know what I mean. I don't like you to be
Yeah.
like, well, yeah. I mean, maybe. Who knows? She's an idiot. I'm sure her lawyers are stupid. So, maybe. I have no idea. It could be. I mean, this is a absolutely silly, frivolous. This is why people in America, it drives you nuts. What a waste of everyone's fucking. What a waste to print this paper out. Like, everything's a waste of time here. It's unbelievable. But go ahead, Justin. Well, obviously you've worried about her. You had to deal with her legally before, so.
yeah, they'll probably just settle out of court, because I know when they reached out to, that's what I think they were trying to do with Portnoy.
Of course.
When they reached out to him and were like, hey, we're going to sue you unless you want to
She
settle.
blocked you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she blocked. This
Never
is how
interacted with her before.
she is. There's like an algorithm, I think, right? Where we've dealt with this before, Justin, right?
Yes, so there's like websites you can go on and you could be like, hey, if I don't like Kirk, I put in his name, I put in my Twitter thing, and then it blocks everyone who follows Kirk. Or
Bankowitz does that. Like, some people just do that, where it's like, let's just block the world.
she has a, and this is part of her strategy, you can read about in Sideline when it comes to Barstool Sports, Jeff. It's don't interact with Barstool Sports.
Barstool.
Don't.
Or is it Barstool with like a star in the? How do they do it?
Oh yeah, it's like
Barstool and shit like that.
Tool
Yeah,
or whatever. Don't interact, block, and then block people who associate with Barstool Sports. So that's how she goes about her business.
yes. Who? Are you on this text, Jeff? Who is this texting us?
No, what is it?
What the hell is this? Why am I on this text? whatever. Yeah, I mean, what an idiot. What a spectacular waste of everyone's time for her to settle and get $12,000 from and have to, it's so dumb. And Deadspin's going to be like, yeah, we have no money, just so you know. Like, we have absolutely $0.00. And like the real, like, if Deadspin wants to try and start making money, they should be paying their editors like $46,000 and hire kids on the street, hire friggin' whoever, like the Colemans of the world. Like, what editing are they doing there? I don't read it, so I have no idea. But that's nuts.
Would Coleman leave to be editor-in-chief
Yes.
at Deadspin?
No.
I would like him to.
Come on.
Yeah, I may
You're
sue him.
gonna see all these old tweets from Coleman to Julie DiCaro. Oh my God, this this article, sue their ass.
Yeah, I'm flipping for
Slay
you,
queen.
Jim is queen. It's like Coleman doing flips at this freaking apartment. Absolute idiot. Another tough loss for the defending champions last night. That doesn't. Just a struggle bus, as the kids say. Do they say that? I don't know, but I know it's right now. I'm not. He's a friend of mine. I'm not here to point. I didn't play well last night either. Well, I mean, I scored a lot of points, but I will say we were down 9-0. So I mean, that's on me. Did you watch the match, guys, or no?
Yeah.
We did.
Do you think that G is too playful, or do you think it's just the right amount of playfulness?
she's a
Zero
ball of fun.
playfulness. Yeah.
Or does she hate me? My God.
She's a ball of
What did she hate
fun.
me for?
I don't know.
She confirmed though, right?
Yeah, like I don't think I don't know. I really don't. I'd assume it looked like she didn't like you.
Does her sister hate me? I don't even. What does she hate me for? Did I do something? I probably
Maybe
did
for the
just-
books thing years ago, but that was so old.
books thing.
I think it's more so like
I actually like. By the way, as I always say, so I always think G and Rhea are sisters because their names rhyme, but they're not. But like once in a while, I would like Marty Mush has been nice, but for once I'd like Rhea to be like, hey, Kirk did that in my back. Everyone else in the company was dumping on me. That's a fact.
I think
I'm not saying everybody. I know you did, but you know what I'm saying. Like I was the only person. I was literally going on the show and being like, "This is fuck crazy what they're doing, these people." Never like a hey, thanks, Kirk. I'm not looking for that, Justin. But isn't that the right thing to do?
I mean, it's never a bad time to thank podcasters.
Marty Mush did that.
G is friends with Mad Dog, who I know you had a rivalry with in the does. I don't know if that has anything to do with
We joked around. She's another one. She sits there and like when I walk downstairs, she's part of the crew down there. Whatever. When Jeff's looking for his peanut butter, they go sprinting and find it for him. Is that crew? True or false?
I was looking for my peanut butter yesterday.
Where Jeff is like screaming at these poor girls, like I spent
Oh,
$3
come
for this
on.
peanut butter. It's like throwing peanut butter at people. It's like Jesus, Jeff, take it easy.
one thing, call me cheap. Probably.
I'll buy the peanut butter if you want. But she's one of these people. She gives me the dirty looks. I'm like, we like joked around once in a trivia match. Like I've never had any other interaction with her ever.
well, they're best friends, so I think that's where it's all grouped together, and then it's more of an offshoot of like maybe their friendship with Caroline or Keegs or something. I don't even think it's much of like Fran.
I think you versus Robbie is playful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I like Robbie when I don't see him. I see him, he annoys me for some reason. He just has that look. I'm like, I just don't like him when I see
Like
him.
you could tell he smirked a lot. Like he was
He's
like kind
fine.
of ready to
He's
chop
fine.
it up.
He's
Yeah.
fine. Now, I think he's annoyed that I'm still give him shit for the 2020 stuff, but it's just annoying me. He's like, quit the company, get the fuck out of here. But I actually don't dislike him. I dislike him. I would have liked him more if we were up 9-0.
There could have been some good
I was
fireworks.
in a bad mood. The being down 9-0 immediately and being in the room with those guys.
Did you hear what she said when you left?
Who?
Gia.
No. Before I hear it, I will say this. You can say it. When I walk out like that, to me, you can say whatever you want. Like I lost and I walked out. I was being a fucking child. Like you should be able to dump on me at that point. To be fair, I'm fine with that. I acted like but I was not going to sit around and be like.
I think she just called you a sore loser. She's like a sore loser.
Is that what she said, Justin?
I got it.
And final score,
That's true.
Honkers bounced back from a big blowout loss. Kirk thought it was the first half again.
You just get up.
Reaction
leave.
to my
Oh, he's
That's
such a sore loser.
That's the thoughts. Rico, any thoughts?
Yeah, that was it. But then I actually looked it up, and
How'd you get the job at the Barstool?
She was a producer. And then
Shut up.
Coleman.
Jesus
I mean,
Oh, it's okay. How did Tori Spelling get the job on 90210 Coleman? What the fuck is wrong with you?
but I actually looked it up, and after she lost, I believe it was in the dozen last year, she was all pouty, and she actually tweeted out like, "I'm a big sore loser. I take this very seriously."
Maybe she game recognizes game, as the kids say.
So it's like,
But by the way, I was a sore loser. Like, Justin, I lost the game and left. Like,
Yeah.
I was sore that I lost. I was a sore loser.
no, I agree.
Yeah, but I should be. I'm a competitor. I don't, I hate losing. We scored as a team. We were down 9-0. We scored 11 points. I don't care who scored 9. It doesn't matter if one person scored 9, the other person scored 1 each. Irrelevant. I'm not here to talk about that. We're a team. And there's a team right now. We're struggling. Is one guy, basically, whatever, first or second in the league in scoring, the other guys aren't? I don't know who is and I don't know who isn't. I'm not here to say that. But, we better get our shit together, or it's going to be a short fucking trip to Chicago in June.
And you're not, I've offered for you to play some of the work. You don't really want to play any bad teams.
No, I've been to the mountaintop. I don't.
Fair.
And now the most depressing thing of all for me is the idea of going back to that place last year in Chicago. Well, I know we're going to a different. Am I giving anything away here or no?
No, I've said it. We want to go to a different theater.
We may go to a different theater. Obviously, last year at that tournament, there was one focus of hate from the crowd. Me at that event last year. I want that again this year. The most depressing thing of all for me to go back there, do the halftime show, and then hand the trophy to some. Because that's what Tommy did last year. He's very classy about it. As a former champion, I suspect I may be asked to do that.
Hand the hat if you are eliminated at that point, you will be asked to do that.
Totally fair. But that will break my heart to hand that trophy over to somebody else. It will break my heart to do that. But I'm gonna have to. I'm starting to come to the terms of the fact intellectually that I'm probably gonna have to do that. But this team right now is constituted mentally, emotionally, intellectually. When one of the guys, I won't say who it was after the game, came up to me and said, Kirk, you should really think about getting rid of me and adding somebody else because I'm really stupid. I'm not going to say who that was. Okay? But he's a good guy. He produces a major podcast. And is a Ryder Cup teammate of mine. And what else can I say about him? He's really stupid. Well, I'll just say this. Rico Bosco would never say that. Rico is still, again, super focused on, maybe I can get the niche question next time. If he says that to me again, I'm gonna rent a plane, private plane. When we go up on the plane, I'm gonna throw him out of the fucking plane. I have no patience for that.
You aren't perfect in that category. You are not perfect in niche. So you are 21-1.
I'm 21-1, and the one I got wrong was a fucking Merchant Ivory one. It was a 50-50 coin flip. I could be 22-0.
And my memory is fuzzy, but I do believe you won the match. You missed the niche.
It was a pretty big match. That wasn't the
championship.
That was the championship.
Yes, the one time you missed one.
Right, yes.
The last 2 years.
Correct. And we won the championship in that match. And Rico's like, yeah, maybe we could do one together. We double Sopranos. I'm like, Rico, I'm 21-1 in this. Get college football on your own. Jesus Christ. I love the guy, but he's making me nuts. He's turning me into him. Am I wrong, Coleman or Justin?
No, I do think there was a pretty bad Rico moment last night, though.
Last night?
Oh,
trivia. Sorry, which wasn't last night?
In trivia.
By the way, this was 1 second. This was taped 3 hours before the.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
It feels like a week ago.
It does.
But I walked out there and I was like, I fucking can give up because, to Rico's credit, he knew the NBA questions, but now in the past, he's like, I'm 100% aware. I 100% know the answer to this one. I mean, he's wrong. This game is like, I don't know. And he was right.
He has the trivia yips.
I can't read Rico. My reading thing is down. I don't know. And maybe it's just Hank's been a good guy on the team. He's played pretty well. He didn't play well last night, but he's been good.
That was his first really bad match.
Yeah, but he's been good. He's been way better than. I want to keep this team. I like Hank. I like Rico. But are we in this tailspin because this dummy couldn't read the schedule right, Quiggs, and fucking missed the game? Is this why Rico's where's? I'll ask you this question. I want you to answer this. I know you're going to gain no pleasure from this, neither do I. Where is Rico Bosco currently ranked in the dozen trivia among players in the league this year? How many players are eligible to be ranked?
Hold on, let me do the math real quick.
How many players in the league?
18 times. I think it's like 55 people are ranked.
Where is Rico ranked?
He is currently 51.
He's 51st among the 55 players in the league. What's that?
Oh,
That's
not great.
Justin?
That's not great.
And I love Rico. I don't need him to be 8th in the league. These guys like Brandon has Fran and PFT and Clem and Eddie are really good, and Frank and Nick and KD.
The match tonight, Uptown Balls, Frank, that's all 6 players are ranked in the top 15.
Do you hear that, Justin?
That's crazy.
I'm by myself. In a way, I'm not. I love my team. I need Rico to be the 36th ranked player in the league. I'm not asking for him to be ranked 12th. Because look, I take the niche and I double my category, so it's unfair. Like I have 4 points start of the game almost all the time. To be fair, I'm not asking for Rico to average 6 points a game, 3.5 points a game. Hank, 2.5 points a game. I get my 8. So then we're doing 13, 14. Then things are going.
Where is Hank?
Shut up, Coleman. Shut the fuck up. When we're down 9-0, I will say this: like I'm at the point now where I'm willing to have little victories. You got to start from the bottom, right, Justin?
That's right.
That's what you always say when you're in the backseat of the car with a girl. I'm starting at the bottom, working my way up, right?
I do like to eat box.
That's right. Is that what you call him?
Sure.
Okay. I'm willing to take down 9-0 and outscoring them 11-6 after that. 15-11 was that the final? I'm willing to take that as like a little victory. I'm willing to take little victories at this point because we have to start somewhere. You got to break them down, then start again. That 11-6 run to me, while meaningless, that's a small victory. I'm willing to roll that into the next game. But, we're at sea right now. We're lost at sea. I think I had 8.5 points last night?
You said you had 8.6.
That's a good game. That's a pretty damn good game.
Oh, I mean, for a lot of people, that's a career high.
Right. I mean, that's and so now what I'm saying is that's not, but then if I can get 3 points from Rico, 2 points from Hank, that's 14 points. Like that's 14 points you win. That's like a damn good game. That's a good game. 11 points, you're not going to win. You're just not going to fucking win. So what were you saying about Rico?
There was this moment last night.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, please.
Guys, let's go.
For the Honkers, up 10-5. Still 14 points left.
I know what this is.
Usually included in value meals, the double stack burger is a smaller 2-patty option served by what major fast food chain? 35 seconds.
Double stack burger.
Is it Wendy's?
The Wendy's double stack. Sounds good. And I think Rico just said fuck up.
Could have been bluffing us though.
Yeah, I know.
Don't fall into that.
But why even? I know, but it was Wendy's. He said he was bluffing, but why even do that?
Yeah, and there's some teams.
I'm the captain. I don't want any of that shit.
There's some teams that's not worth doing. Like Robbie Fox has played as many matches as anybody.
He knows.
Like, he's
Clemmer knew too. Like
they're not gonna fall for that shit.
No, it's dumb. It's like something a kid would do. Like that's obvious at that point. Like obviously, then when he does that he's making it obvious what the answer is.
Yeah,
which I think they probably would have got anyway.
But they weren't for sure.
I'd give them like 6 out of 10 they would have got that. The one that killed me was when I thought we had like a 10% chance to win when that California geography question came up because I knew it. I knew those towns. I knew.
There was a point where I did think you were gonna. I actually did think you were gonna win, and there's a couple of things that were on the board there.
But Clem would have definitely known. I mean, he knew Living Sing, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, NFL. I thought you might be able to get.
Which one was that? Omusha Muhammad.
Yeah,
yeah. I just and baseball at the beginning is on me. Like that's my era. Clemmer got him. I didn't. So good for him. But I'm in a way I feel worse than I did because the Booze Point was such a fluke game. This was like set up for us. We should have won. Or at least should have been competitive. We were down 9. Problem with us is, like I said, if we don't win that first round, then we're in mashup. We're playing that. Fran's sister is just almost as good as her on that. I know we're down 4-0, 5-0 because they doubled. I'm like, we're fucking dead. The game's over. Statistically, whatever. I mean, like we're absolutely fucked.
They got help on the phone a friend that helped them out. Your phone a friend didn't pick up. Jared.
Idiot Carabas doing nothing. Fucking lifting weights probably. God knows what he's fucking doing. Sitting there. Fucking, what's the guy's name who owns a Kowloon? Andy Wong, is that his name?
Yes, that is it.
Yeah, he's begging him for free food or something. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Donald
idiot.
Wong.
What?
Donald Wong.
No, it's Andy, I believe. But yeah, it's his son, I think. But who cares anyway? Distressing. Troubling loss. What else is going on?
Let's see here. We have some healthy debate. A caller called in a healthy debate yesterday.
Okay.
Last one, Dan and Newton.
Healthy debate, give you mush.
What's up?
We know that Free Throw Jesus was MVP. What do you think of the unsung hero going to Stephen Shea?
He did have a lot of rebounds.
One question. A lot of, about 20 tweets in the last minute, guys, saying that the show has crashed.
Yeah, it just dropped, and then I just restarted a new one.
Why does it never work, Coleman? I'm gonna lose my mind here. Why does it never work? This was never an issue with Augustus. It was never an issue with Cullinane. It was never an issue with Steve. Why does it not work with you guys ever? Why is every single day an issue with this?
It's the internet. Like,
if you say it's a double shows, I'm going to fire you.
No, I'm not. It's just sometimes the internet crashes. And
okay. It never happened before.
I don't know about that.
It literally never happened before.
I mean, there's multiple streams like that can happen.
Okay, what did I just say?
I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
You're fired.
I didn't know.
Fired.
I didn't know that's.
Goodbye. You're fired. You're done for the rest of the show. Goodbye. You're fired. Go home. What?
Nothing. I mean, I'm just trying to right the ship, and
it never happened before. Why is it always happening now? Question mark. That was a question. That was not a statement. So a statement would end with a period. Okay.
Right.
That's a question, which ends with a question mark. So now your job is to answer the question effectively. You both have jobs here, so one of you two better answer it effectively.
Right.
I'll just get two people who can do this. I mean, I'll pay them $50 a show and they can do it. Why is this always happening?
We haven't had a stream just like go off or crash. I think it happened once when I was with Gus. And
what happened today?
It went down. The stream just went down.
It just crashed, correct?
Yes, it crashed. So
you said you've never had a show that crashed, other than the other time that crashed and today when it crashed.
Yes, like that can
always
happen.
Audio issues. There are always glitches. People told me it sounded like shit yesterday. There are always issues with the audio of this show. I don't know how to do this. I can do this, what I'm doing right now. You can't do this.
Right.
So you're supposed to do that, which I can't do. You are compensated for that. So you can either quit and do another job if you'd rather, which is fine. I like you. I wish you luck. I'll write you a letter of recommendation, whatever. Happy to do it. Or you guys can both fucking figure it out because it's a disaster right now.
Yeah, it's just...
What?
It's...
Okay. Well, okay. So Miltons.com?
Yes.
Is that right?
We also have
Miltons.com/Kirk. Get your deal right now. Buy one, get one free suit event. Rolls on right now at Miltons. Go get your Tommy Bahama, your Vineyard Vines, all your stuff at Miltons.com. We love Miltons, original sponsor of the show. Hopefully they can hear this. If not, that's fine. So you guys have whatever, an hour to figure out the Portnoy Whitney show, unnamed show, Jeff?
Yep.
Okay. We thank you very much for your participation this week. As always, we'll see you in April.
Yeah, hopefully sooner, but we'll see if not. At
always
least April.
welcome.
Never know.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to participate in this shit show because these guys don't know how to fucking produce. So I'll be back Monday in studio. Maybe we'll see if these guys will be there. Goodbye.